Hi everyone, I just finished my workout for today. 5 exercises. No equipment necessary. I was using my jump rope, but you can still do the workout right along with me even if you don't have a jump rope. I will explain that in a few minutes. Let me begin by showing you these 5 strength training exercises that we are doing today so that you know what's coming up and you can do the workout right along with me when you're ready. So exercise number 1, I'm starting down here on my mat on my side, okay? I'm going to take this bottom arm and I'm going to place it on my top shoulder. With this top hand, it's going to come down flat on the mat, right in front of my chest. This elbow is going to stay glued right here, close to my body. Glue that elbow to your rib cage. And from this position, I'm going to press this bottom hand into the mat, and I'm going to engage all the muscles in this arm, focusing on my triceps. Really feel those triceps, and I'm going to press my body up, straightening this arm, and then so that I'm up as high as I can go, and then I'm going to reverse the movement. So bending the elbow, controlling the movement on the way down, feeling those triceps. Don't just drop down, control the movement with this arm that's working, okay? So press that palm into the mat, straighten the elbow, lift the torso up as high as you can, control the movement down, reversing the movement, return to your starting position. I'm gonna just show you on the other side because with this sunbeam, I don't know how well you can see it. And we're going to be switching sides with each work interval anyway, so let me just show you on the other side. So it's the same thing. So now I'm gonna come down on my other side. I'm going to bring this shoulder all the way down to the mat. And then with this arm, I'm gonna bend the elbow and place this arm on my shoulder, really just to keep it out of the way. And with my top hand, my top arm, I'm gonna take that hand, put it flat on the mat right in front of my chest. Glue this elbow to my rib cage so that I'm isolating the triceps in this arm that's working, pressing the palm of this hand into the mat, engaging all the muscles in this arm that's working, focusing on those triceps, pressing the palm into the mat, straightening the elbow, and lifting my torso up until that arm is straight, and I am lifting my torso up as high as I can go, and then reversing the movement, bending this elbow, lowering that body down, back down to the mat in a nice controlled movement, okay? So tricep, press up, lower down, press up, lower down. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is side crunches. So now we're going to be hitting the obliques. The exercise is going to look pretty similar in a lot of ways, but it's a completely different muscle group that we're working. So I'm going to come back down onto my mat, onto my side, knees are bent, and this bottom arm, I'm going to have it flat on the mat in front of me for support. My top hand, I like it tucked behind my head because what I'm going to do is this time focusing on engaging my obliques to lift up. So last time I was using my tricep to push my body up. This time I'm going to be isolating the obliques to lift my torso up, and at the same time I'm going to lift my knees, bringing my knees and my elbow to meet in the middle like this. Okay, and then again, control the movement on the way down. This arm is here for support. You can lean into it a little bit, but try to really let your obliques initiate this movement and control this movement, okay? So, lifting the knees, bringing the elbow in to meet the knees, lower back down. Okay, I will show you from the other side because again, with all 5 of these exercises, we will be switching sides with each work interval. So, other side. Come down onto your mat, bend the knees. Hand is tucked behind my head, and now lift the knees, lift the elbow, meet in the middle, and lower back down. Those are side crunches, and that is exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, still down on the mat, so definitely make sure that you've got I'm using my jump rope mat for this. I like my jump rope mat because it's nice and thick. If you have one of those nice thick exercise mats, that would be great. If not, a yoga mat should be fine. If you don't have a mat, you'll definitely want to make sure you have a towel or even a blanket. If you are working out on a floor that's carpeted, you may not need anything, but just keep in mind that really for all 5 of these strength training exercises, we're down on the mat, down on the floor, so you're going to need something, either an exercise mat, a yoga mat, a towel, something that you can lie down on comfortably, okay? Exercise number 3 is one arm press ups. So we're going to be working on our triceps again. I'm going to come all the way down onto my belly. My feet are wide apart, and I'm going to start with this hand flat on, why can't I say words? Flat on the mat, right up next to my chest, okay, close to my body, so that again, I have this elbow glued to my rib cage on that side. My other hand, I just need it really out of the way. So I would just kind of place it on my little booty cheek. You can put it wherever you want. I find this is the most comfortable and the most convenient. So from this position, keeping that elbow glued to the rib cage, I'm going to press this palm into the mat. And again, I'm going to straighten my elbow of this arm that's working. So I'm going to start by lifting my upper body. So chest comes up first. Once I get to this position, I'm going to continue to press up. I'm going to continue to push this palm into the mat, and now I'm going to press my hips up so that I'm in kind of this pike position, like a one-handed pike. Is that a thing? It is now. Then I can reverse the movement. So I'm going to lower the hips back down to the mat. And now I'm going to bend this elbow, and in a controlled movement, keeping that elbow tight to my side, glued to my rib cage, I'm going to lower my body, my upper body back down, okay? A little faster, and then I'll show you on the other side. So press that hand into the mat, lift the torso, straightening the elbow, and now lift the hips and push them back, okay? Reversing the movement, hips come forward and back down, bend the elbow, lower the upper body back down. And again, we will be switching sides with each work interval. So you'll stay on that arm for the entire work interval. With the next work interval, you'll switch sides. So now this hand is gonna come up and just rest itself on my little booty cheek. This hand is nice and tight, close to my chest. This elbow is glued to my rib cage. I'm gonna press this palm into the mat, straightening the elbow, lifting the torso. Now lift the hips and push them back. Reverse the movement. Hips come forward and back down. Bend the elbow, controlling the movement on the way down, lowering my torso back down to the mat. So, it looks like this. And we will be staying on one side for the entire work interval. That is exercise number 4, I think. Yeah, 4. No, that was exercise number 3. This is exercise number 4. Okay, so still down here on the mat. This time you are going to flip over to your back. Bend both knees. Feet are flat on the mat. Arms are just on the side of your body here. Palms are down on the mat. Now, I'm going to do a one leg glute bridge hip lift. I don't know. I'll show you. You can call it whatever you want. So I'm going to start with one leg as my standing leg. So I'm going to have this leg be my standing leg. So this foot is going to stay right on the mat. I'm going to extend the other leg straight out so the knee is straight. I have this leg just as straight as I can get it, and it's going to stay just as straight as I can keep it throughout the entire work interval. So what I'm going to do is press the heel of my standing leg into the mat and lift my hips as high as I can lift them and squeeze my glutes as tight as I can squeeze them at the top of the movement. Now I'm going to extend the other foot out in front of me, and I'm going to lift and lower this leg in a controlled movement. Control the movement on the way up, control the movement on the way down, okay? And the entire time, I'm keeping my hips lifted as high as I can, and I'm keeping my glutes nice and tight and engaged, really squeezing those glutes, okay? So we will stay on that leg for the entire work interval. With each work interval, we will switch legs. So other side. Now this is going to be my standing leg. So I'm going to press the heel of this foot into the mat and lift my hips as high as I can. Squeezing those glutes at the top. I'm going to extend the other leg straight out in front of me. Lift and lower the leg. Keeping that leg straight and controlling the movement. Never letting those hips drop. Okay, so that is exercise number 4. Last exercise, we're gonna hit our obliques again with some side plank hip dips and an oblique knee crunch. So coming up into a side plank, it doesn't matter which side you start on because remember we are alternating sides with each interval. So you're gonna come up into a side plank with your feet staggered. I have my top foot in front and again, I'm gonna have my top hand behind my head, so this elbow is bent. So, lifting the hips high, come up into your side plank. Now from here, I'm gonna dip the hips down till they tap the mat and then lift them back up. Now I'm going to take this bottom leg, the leg that's in back, I'm gonna bring the knee forward, and as I do that, I'm going to bring this top elbow down to meet the knee in the middle like that. Then return to the starting position, okay? Dip the hips, lift the hips, knee crunch, bringing that bottom leg forward, that back knee forward, and then bringing the elbow down to touch the knee. And return to the starting position. Dip the hips, oblique knee crunch. Dip the hips, oblique knee crunch. Okay, so just like with all the other 4 exercises, you'll stay on that side for the entire work interval, then you'll flip over. So now the top leg is in front, come up into your side plank, lifting those hips as high as you can, taking that back knee, bringing it forward, and bringing the top elbow down to meet the knee. Return to the starting position. Dip the hip, oblique knee crunch. Dip and crunch. That's it, that's all the exercises. I don't need to show you equipment-free modifications because I wasn't using any equipment. These are all just very basic body weight exercises, but if you need to see beginner modifications, please just ask. You know, it's extremely important to me that all of my workouts are always accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. So I'm always happy to help facilitate that in any way I can by answering questions or providing beginner modifications. So if anything is unclear about the exercises we were doing today, how to do them properly, about the format, which I will get into in just a minute, or if you need any help with beginner modifications, please just reach out. I'm always happy to help with that in any way I can. So the format, I had my timer set for 10 seconds of rest and 20 seconds of work times 8 rounds. So that's 4 minutes. We were spending 4 minutes on each exercise before moving on to the next one, and with each work interval, we were switching sides for all 5 exercises. So 5 exercises times 4 minutes per exercise is 20 minutes. So even though my workout today took me twice that long, I am including this playlist on, or I am including this workout on my playlist of 20-minute workouts because you really can just do those 5 exercises, 4 minutes on each exercise, and get your 20 minutes that way. When I wrote the workout, that is how I wrote it, and that is what I was going to do today. At the last minute, I decided to add a little bit of additional cardio. So if you're wanting a little more, I was doing exactly that. But in between each of our 5 strength training exercises, I was doing 4 minutes of jump rope. So I never reset my timer. I had kept my timer set for all 5 jump rope sections. I have my timer set exactly the same way, 10-second rest intervals, 20-second work intervals times 8 rounds. So it was 4 minutes of the first exercise and then 4 minutes of interval jump rope, and then continuing that way through the list. So if you want to eliminate the cardio sections, you can do just the 5 strength training exercises, 4 minutes each for your 20-minute workout. If you want to do what I was doing and add a little additional cardio, you can sneak in 4 minutes of cardio after each strength training exercise. If you don't have a jump rope, then you can do any cardio exercise you want, and it doesn't have to be the same exercise. So if you don't have a jump rope, remember you can always kind of pretend that you're jumping rope. When I jump rope, I always kind of jog in place like this. So you can just jog in place like this with me and pretend you're jumping rope without actually swinging anything. Or you can pretend you're jumping rope with your feet together. And if you're actually jumping rope, you can jump with your feet together. You don't have to do my little jog in place thing. You can do any jump rope variation you want. Any style of jump rope is fine. So if you're really good at jump rope, you can do something that requires a little bit more skill or coordination, like high knees or jump rope jacks. You can do twist jumps, side to side jumps. You can do double unders. Any jump rope variation is fine. And if you don't have a jump rope, you can pretend to jump rope, or you can just do any other type of cardio exercise like high knees or bunny hops or jumping jacks, okay? Anything is fine. And you don't have to do, even though I'm doing jump rope for each of those cardio sections, you don't have to do the same exercise. You can just pick 5 different cardio exercises and do a different cardio exercise with each 4-minute jump rope segment. That's totally up to you. If you have an exercise bike or a treadmill, you could hop on one of those for 4 minutes in between your strength training exercises. If you live in an apartment complex, you can do up and down the stairs for 4 minutes in between each one of your strength training exercises. Get creative. Use your space. The bottom line is that the cardio segments are optional, but if you want to do them, you can either jump rope with me or you can choose any other type of cardio exercise to do for those 4-minute segments. And again, if anything is unclear about that, or if you need help coming up with cardio exercises that will work for you, please reach out and I will help in any way I can. Hopefully that is all clear. I'm trying very hard not to over-explain everything this time, but it's hard for me. It does not come naturally. I always feel like if I don't over-explain it, then I haven't explained it enough and it's not going to be clear. But I always tell you that if anything's unclear, to reach out. So if you have questions, ask them. I'm going to stop talking so that we can start the workout. So if you understand what we're doing and you're ready to get started, go ahead and grab your jump rope if you have one. And if you're using one, definitely make sure that you have a mat or a towel, something that you can lie down on comfortably. Please take a few minutes before we begin to make sure that you are good and warmed up. And when you are ready, let's get started. Okay, so starting down here on the mat, with our tricep side arm raises. Starting with 10 seconds. Rest. To get ready, get into position, and when the timer beeps again, that's the start of our 20-second work interval. Seconds to rest and switch sides. And here we go, another 20 seconds of work on the other side. Remember to keep that elbow in tight to your rib cage, really isolating those tricep muscles for this exercise. Okay, flip over to the other side. Okay, we're already halfway done. We've done 2 intervals on each side. We're gonna repeat all that once more. Usually my tendency to start on my stronger side, but I didn't do that with these. I don't know why. I didn't think about it. It wasn't a conscious decision. Just worked out that way. Okay. Final 2 intervals, you just have to do 1 more on each side. So just another 20 seconds on each side. And then we're moving on. So next I'm going to be inserting a 4-minute jump rope segment. So if you want to incorporate cardio the way I am, you can do jump rope with me, or you can do any other type of cardio exercise that you want to do. If you just want a 20-minute workout and you don't want to add 4 minutes of cardio in between these 5 strength training exercises, then you can just skip ahead 4 minutes in the video and move right on to the second of our 5 strength training exercises. That's up to you, okay? I was initially going to do this workout as just 20 minutes, just the 5 strength training exercises, 4 minutes on each exercise, but I decided I wanted to go ahead. At the last minute, I just decided to go ahead and incorporate some cardio in this way. So the timer is staying set for 10-second rest intervals and 20-second work intervals, 8 rounds, which is 4 minutes. interval. Then we'll move on to our next strength training exercise. Next is side crunches. As soon as you're ready, I'm going to keep this moving. I want to take as little time as possible in between exercises. So time's already going. This is our 10 seconds rest. And now here we go. Side crunches, as many as you can do with proper form in 20 seconds. So for each of these 5 exercises, we're going to be switching sides with each work interval. So here's our 10 seconds rest, just like we did with the tricep side arm raises, whatever I'm calling it. We're gonna switch sides. And now as many side crunches as you can do with proper form on the other side. So we will end up doing a total of 4 intervals on each side. We're not even halfway done yet. I am feeling those obliques. All right, we are halfway done. Twice more on each side. I do always feel like this format makes the workout go by really fast. But that's not to say it's easy. My obliques are killing me. But I do find that, so each of these 5 exercises that I've chosen today for this workout is an exercise where we're switching sides with each work interval. And I do find that makes it much easier, because 4 minutes is not a long time, but it is a long time to spend on one exercise, working at your maximum effort. So by switching sides with each interval, it just allows you kind of a little bit more rest. Not overall, but like now this side gets a rest while I finish up on the other side. So I think exercises like that, where we're switching sides with each work interval, are a little easier with this format. on to my next jump rope interval as quickly as I can get set up. So if you're not jumping rope, but you are doing cardio, go ahead and start on your 4 minutes of any cardio exercise of your choice. If you're eliminating the cardio, then skip ahead another 4 minutes in the video and go ahead and start your next strength training exercise. My timer is already started. So this is our 10-second rest interval. And now here we go, let's skip. Almost done, I think. After this interval, we only have maybe 1 or 2 remaining. I'm gonna take a peek and see. Okay, yeah, so this is our final interval. Let's push real hard, really see how many revolutions we can get. All right, next we're working our triceps some more. I think it was last week or maybe the week before that I did one workout where we were working triceps a bunch and I realized I don't work my triceps enough, so working on them a little bit more today. These are our one arm press ups. Getting right into it. Staying on one arm for the entire work interval. Switching arms with each work interval. Timer is started. This is our 10-second rest interval. Switching arms. Keep that elbow glued to your rib cage. Other side. I know these are hard. We're halfway done. Keep pushing. All right, we're almost done. Let's finish strong. One more interval on each side. Let's go. Last interval. Let's push. Good job. I know those are tough. That's 3 out of 5 strength training exercises complete. Next, let's either get right into our next 4 minutes of cardio, or if you're not doing cardio, skip ahead in the video for 4 minutes and start your next strength training exercise. My timer's going already. Here we go. 1 minute left. Final interval. As quickly as you can, come back down on the mat. Ten seconds rest. As soon as the timer beeps, we're going to press that one heel into the ground, lift the hips, straighten the other leg, and controlling the movement up, controlling the movement down. Lift and lower the leg, keeping those hips lifted as high as you can and keeping those glutes squeezed nice and tight. Switching sides. So now plant this foot onto the mat. As soon as you hear that timer, press this heel into the mat, lift those hips high as you can. Squeeze the glutes, lift and lower the opposite leg. Keeping that leg as straight as you can possibly get it. And controlling the movement on the way up, controlling the movement on the way down. 10 seconds to rest. Switch sides. Rest, switch sides. Okay, we're halfway done. Keep pushing. Other side, here we go. Other side, let's go. Okay, we're almost done. One more time on each side. Let's push. Let's finish strong. I know it's hard. We're almost done. Okay, rest. This is our final interval. go. Good job. I know those are so hard. All right. We just have one more strength training exercise to go. So if you're not doing cardio, skip ahead 4 minutes. Finish up with your final strength training exercise, and then do your bonus burpee. Stretch, take a shower, eat some lunch, get on with your day. If you're doing jump rope with me or some other type of cardio, oh, I'm gonna lose time off of this work interval, but my mat is facing the wrong way, and that's going to drive me insane. So, instead of starting over, I'm just going to skip through my rest interval to make up for the time I lost. So this is my work interval. This is my rest interval. So if you didn't lose any time off of your work interval being OCD, you should be resting now. And now here's the second work interval. All right, so now I'm back on track. Three more intervals. That's 3 minutes down. One more to go. Okay, this is our last work interval. I'm gonna keep going past the beep. You don't have to, but I'm going to. When the 20 seconds is up, the timer will do that long series of beeps to let me know that our final interval is over. So there it is. The timer's beeping. That means 4 minutes is up and you can stop. I'm just gonna keep going a few extra seconds until the beeping stops. Just because I felt like I missed so much off of my work intervals that round. Between stopping to fix my mat and tripping over the rope. All right, this is our final strength training exercise. This spider is just watching me intently. So we're getting our obliques some more. We're also gonna feel this in your shoulders. It's a long time to hold side plank, but again, we're switching sides with each interval. So you don't have to hold side plank on the same side for 4 minutes. So it's not that bad. So come up to your side plank, lift those hips high. Then dip the hips, tap them on the mat, and then do your oblique knee crunch. Bringing that bottom knee forward and bringing the top elbow to meet that knee in the middle. Feeling those obliques. Again, just like with all the other exercises we're doing today, switch sides with each interval. So other side, dip the hip, oblique knee tuck. We've been going for a while. It's hard to stay focused mentally. Because the last round I forgot which knee I was crunching in. It's okay. But it's just a reminder that you gotta fight to stay focused physically and mentally. I do tend to let my mind wander, but it's really important to try to stay focused on what you're doing, stay focused on the movement, so that your form doesn't waver. So you're doing everything properly and mindfully and getting the maximum benefits out of the exercises and paying attention to what you're doing, moving mindfully so that your form remains intact and you don't injure yourself. All right. This is it. Final work interval. doing cardio, you're done. Do your bonus burpee. Stretch, shower, eat. Get on with your day. If you are doing cardio, we have just 4 minutes left. Jump rope or any other type of cardio exercise of your choosing. Timer's going already. This is our 10-second rest interval. My mat is properly situated, so let's go. 8 intervals of skipping, 10 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, just 4 minutes. If you trip, don't sweat it. We've been going for 40 minutes, or almost 40 minutes, probably over 40 minutes at this point, so it's understandable if you're fatigued, and so it's only reasonable that it's going to be harder to get your feet up and jump over the rope, so you might start seeing yourself trip a little more. It's fine. Just take a breath and get right back into it. Do your best. That's all you can do. Even when I'm not tripping, my pace has slowed significantly. Of course, that's totally fine. It's expected. Just keep working as hard as you can. That's the whole point. We have just 2 intervals left. All right, we've made it. This is our final interval. So again, at the end of this interval, I'm going to keep going until the timer stops beeping. You don't have to do that, but you can if you want. If there's a timer, that means time is up. You can stop anytime you want, or you can keep going with me for just a few extra seconds until the beeping stops. All right. I just like to finish strong, and I like to make up for any time that I might have missed off of my work intervals because I was tripping. So it's just an extra 15 seconds or so. So I always like to skip through that last series of beeps. That's our 40 minutes, plus a little extra. We're almost done. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we have just 1 rep left to go. However, when I do a jump rope workout, in addition to my bonus burpee, I also like to do a bonus set of 100 reps with my jump rope. So if you would like to join me for one quick little bonus set of jump rope, I'm doing 100 reps. And by that, I mean 100 revolutions of the jump rope. Any style you want, we're just counting to 100 revolutions of the rope. So if you would like to join me, let's do one quick little bonus set of 100 skips. When you're ready, here we go. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right. That's our little bonus set of jump rope. Now, we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Final rep of the day when you're ready. Here we go. All right, that's gonna do it for today. I thought this was a great workout. If you did this one with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately. Thank you for all of the new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, thank you if you've been subscribed to my channel for years. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. Thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking the videos and commenting on them. And a special thank you to those of you who have been commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I go, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is the number 10, 10, and the letter Q 3 times. Okay, 10Q, 10Q, 10Q. Okay, 10Q, 10Q, 10Q. So if you are still watching this video, thank you. Hi. And please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says 10Q, 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 so that when I see it, I will know someone watched the video all the way to the end, and I can reply, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, because that is how I will reply. So that's it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.